Thanks for tuning in. I'm the Gangster Nerd, and I'm about to educate you on SCPs 009. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Object is to be contained within a sealed storage tank of heat-resistant alloy with dimensions not less than 2 meters by 2 meters by 2 meters. Under no circumstances should SCP-009 be exposed to temperatures in excess of 0 degrees Celsius when not undergoing testing, and no water-based solution shall be allowed within 30 meters of the object's containment area. Object's chamber is to be fitted with temperature sensors which must be monitored at all times, and is to be kept refrigerated by no fewer than 3 redundant cooling units. Any malfunction of sensors or of coolant systems is to be reported and repaired immediately. If at any time the temperature in the containment area climbs above -5 degrees Celsius, the chamber is to be locked down and flooded with coolant until temperatures return to a safe level, -30 degrees Celsius to -25 degrees Celsius. Containment area is to be kept in total vacuum during testing, and personnel interacting with SCP-009 must wear full environmental protection gear. Following testing, all equipment, personnel, and other materials must undergo dehydration procedures and be quarantined for no less than 12 hours. Any moisture found displaying properties of SCP-009 is to be quarantined and added to the containment area as soon as possible. Living organisms found to be contaminated by SCP-009 are to be terminated by chemical desiccation, and extracted molecules of SCP-009 added to containment. Description: SCP-009 is approximately liters of a substance which superficially resembles distilled water, except with a distinct bright red hue. This red hue is discernible in all phases and serves as the most expedient method of identifying contaminated matter before its anomalous properties manifest. In contrast to mundane water, SCP-009 assumes a liquid phase at a temperature between -100 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius, and a solid state above those temperatures, and goes into a gaseous state below -100 degrees Celsius. SCP-009 vaporizes into a gaseous form similar to steam. Examinations of the atomic structure of SCP-009 have proved inconclusive. The substance appears to be identical to normal water molecules, with the exception of information redacted. In contrast to standard laws of enthalpy, Dr. at site, expert on xenospatial physics, suggested that SCP-009 may originate in a universe with alternate physical laws. The most hazardous property of SCP-009, however, is its ability to contaminate normal H2O. When in contact with any aqueous solution, SCP-009 will, through unknown mechanisms, transfer into an anomalous properties to other objects and creatures. Testing has shown it's capable of assimilating ice, steam, tea, fruit juice, seawater, blood, and data expunged. The time it takes for this process to occur varies depending on the temperature and the exact chemical composition of the affected matter, and had been observed as taking between 3 minutes and hours. Experiments on D-class personnel have illustrated the process of conversion by the substance, which has been found to follow a consistent pattern. 1. Initial exposure. Subject is exposed to SCP-009, and it begins assimilating any moisture present on the exposed surface. Creatures in this stage do not commonly notice any unusual symptoms except for a slight warming sensation. 2. Surface conversion. Frost begins to form on the exposed area as the heat produced by the subject and SCP-009 itself raises its temperature above 0 degrees Celsius. This stage can take anywhere from 1 minute to hours, during which time subjects begin to feel information redacted, crystals from the epidermis. Number 3. Deep tissue conversion. Exponential increase in temperature of SCP-009 causes runaway reaction throughout the subject's body, resulting in information redacted. Actual blood loss is minimal due to ice crystals. Information redacted. allowing subjects to remain alive and conscious for up to hours. Number 4. Information redacted. Testing on D-Class personnel was discontinued as of 4/23/20. Addendum. Circumstances of retrieval. Subject was found in Alaska on November 5th, 19. The Foundation became involved after reports were obtained from the native tribe, who came across the mangled bodies of a team of seal hunters which had apparently been shipwrecked kilometers from their village. All victims were found encased in red ice. Cause of death recorded as internal bleeding, though closer examination found information redacted. It is surmised that the low ambient temperatures in the area retarded the freezing process. This prolonged the time to total conversion by hours and allowed all the victims to remain conscious until information redacted. Origin of SCP-009 is currently unknown. Investigation into similar events or materials in the area are ongoing. Evidence at the scene suggests information redacted, possibly involving SCP. Addendum. After repeated inquiries, it should be noted that the portion of coastline upon which the initial victims were found was barren rock approximately meters from the seashore and was sufficiently dry and cold to prevent significant contamination of the surrounding area. Had the site been closer to the water, there is little doubt an extinction level event would have ensued. Consideration of upgrading SCP-009 to Keter class under review. Addendum. Supercooling of SCP-009 for the purpose of experimentation is disallowed until further notice. Personnel are advised that liquid nitrogen is only to be used on the subject in controlled amounts and only until temperatures have reached acceptable levels. Related note, possible application of SCP-009 in cold fusion research pending evaluation. So, if this stuff gets on you or in you, you through bucking. It's going to spread through your body. As it moves, it's going to get warmer. As it gets warmer, it turns to ice. As it turns to ice, it shreds you. But somehow the way the ice works with the coagulation of the blood, you don't die too quick. In fact, you sit there for a while, and you get warmer, and you get more ice. Remember how they said it was encased in red and ice? Think about that. I'm Walt, the most gangster nerd on YouTube, and I'll be seeing you soon enough.